first started, I was just trying to learn how to play the game. So there's a lot of tutorials online, lots of resources. So I just tried to learn how to play the game, and they had the Minecraft education website. They also have lots of resources on there. So I was having a look at what other teachers were using, how they were using Minecraft in classes, and then I tried to just think about how I could incorporate it into my own. So the first thing I just did was I asked the children, how could we do this? Like, what's some examples how do you think we could incorporate it? And yeah, it just kind of went from there, just trial and error, and then polish and repolish. So in terms of giving kids control, like in the past with projects, I've always tried to give them like their control in terms of how they can present their work. And I've tried to, and I've seen the benefits of that. You see the increase of engagement. They feel like they have a bit more ownership of their work. So I think the same goes with Minecraft. If you give them a bit more control, instead of keeping everything really restricted by saying you can only be here and you can only do this, but keeping it a little bit more open than that, giving them that little freedom, they will start finding things out. And you'll learn with them as they go. Like, you'll start seeing things that sometimes they either already knew or they didn't know either, and then you go, oh wow, didn't know that could happen. We'll learn something new today. So it creates opportunities for more learning experiences. But I also think it's because of the open nature of it. It's like a virtual Lego kit. If you want to be in creative mode, you can, and just treat it like Lego. You see all the amazing, not just like constructions that people make online, but even things like redstone and creating all these contraptions that don't necessarily have any application to real life, but it's just something that just like an idea that they can actually actualize and realize. And I think that's one of the main things that children love about Minecraft. So Minecraft Education Edition is great because it's got, the main thing for me is the classroom mode. Classroom mode is one of the, I've never seen a classroom react that quickly to any kind of cue to grab their attention in the pause button on classroom mode. So if you've never ever tried it, like for all teachers, I suggest you all just give that a go. And I think there's a lot of other tools that on that classroom mode app, so you can do for controlling the maps and how you want to set out your world. But on top of that, you have things like Code Builder that can teach students how to code within Minecraft and with like relevant languages like Scratch. And on top, and then you have the World of Chemistry add-on too, and it's up to date with all the other versions, and but it's got all those additional features for educators to be able to use. I get my inspiration for using Minecraft in the curriculum from everywhere. I think a lot of it's mainly from the children. Kind of you see where sometimes they'll come up and just give you suggestions, and then you get those light bulb moments and you go, oh wait, maybe I can do that with Minecraft. And also I get lots of inspiration from the other global mentors and the education.minecraft.net website as well. Managing time in the classroom with Minecraft Education Edition is not that difficult because it doesn't have to, you don't need to devote large chunks of time. There's some people online that I've seen, they do things like using it for literacy groups or numeracy groups, so it's part of a rotation, so it's not even the whole class using it at once. So if you have limited resources, you can do that way too. The way I'm doing it is we have a couple of projects that the students are doing at once. Some of them involve Minecraft, some of them don't. And when they have time to finish off any unfinished work, they can use it in those sessions as well. So it doesn't have to be these big epic sessions, 2-3 hour sessions per week kind of things at all. So yeah, it can be in bite-sized chunks. For teachers who are a bit scared about they're a bit scared about creating something like that or designing a game, at the end of the day, game design is not very different to what a teacher does every day anyway. We have to find ways to engage the students into the topics and the subjects, the content that we're supposed to deliver, and so in that way we already have the skills all game designers have. So you just have to bring that out of you and put it onto the Minecraft world. Don't think that, I'm a teacher, I'm not a person who plays games, so I can't do this. As teachers, we all already automatically have those traits in us because that's what we're taught to do. We're taught to design curriculums, same thing to designing a game. So I'd encourage everyone to have a go.